Rivals separated themselves in week number 7 in the Summit Athletic Conference.
Meek takes the snap again, trying to throw long here. Has his man, a diving catch, and it is made!
The Cadets got a big win on the road. Dwenger christened its new stadium to the Battle of the Bishops. Snyder owns Spooler Stadium.
Here's the kickoff down to the 10, to the 20. Look out, far side 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, end zone. Give that man 6 points. Wow.
Sparty flexed his muscles at Carroll, and Northside took home the totem pole in the longest running rivalry in the SAC.
The Kelly Automotive Group is proud to sponsor the Summit City Sports Top 10 Players of the Week.
Snyder's Cam Trotter starts us off at number 10. The senior running back / linebacker has been doing it all season long. And against rival Northrop in the 48-21 win, he ran 11 times for 88 yards with a touchdown.
Big old jumble. And it's Trotter off the right side. Give that man 6 points.
He also had 5 tackles. He now has 478 yards rushing with 8 touchdowns on the season, along with 20 tackles and a sack.
And takes the snap, looking left, now going to try and throw deep, has a man, and it is caught, and that is Vanderbosch for the touchdown.
Concordia QB Brandon Davis takes the number 9 spot. He completed 16 of 31 passes for 258 yards, with touchdown throws to Jalen Vanderbosch from 34 yards out and Tyler Grossman for 53. In Concordia's big 35-16 win at Wayne. Davis ranks number 4 in the SAC with 1,318 yards passing, and the cadet receivers rank number 4 in the SAC, averaging 188 yards per game with 12 touchdowns, which bodes well for 3A Concordia.
Gets up to the 30-yard line, breaks a couple tackles. Davis is still going to the 20.
Light winds. They've grown lighter. Shotgun formation, Taylor, 2-step drop, looks to throw, pumps, pulls it down, throws the middle, got a man downfield, ball is caught inside the 40-yard line, and here come the Legends, 1st and 10, just outside the South 35.
This rivalry takes you back 90-plus years, and the Legends' Jordan Turner comes in at number 8. He had 4 receptions for 101 yards, and this punt return for 30 yards, which everyone loved. And with Northside down 16-10, inside 5 minutes to play, Deuce Taylor evades the sack and finds Turner for the 56-yard touchdown. The Legends win it 17-16 over Southside and take home the totem pole.
From the shotgun, Lytle looks over the defense. Here is the snap, and he looks to throw. Has time, guns it. Seam route, he's got a man. That's Finley. Has separation, in stride, touchdown.
In the Battle of the Bishops, Bishop Dwenger won 47-0. And its offense comes in at number 7, led by QB Brennan Lytle. The junior completed 8 of 13 passes with touchdown tosses to Patrick Finley for 56 yards and Patrick O'Keefe for 67. He also ran for 19 yards. The Saints as a team ran for 207 yards, averaging 6.3 yards per carry, with touchdown runs by Toby Eek, 5 yards out, Patrick Finley from 13, Hayden Ellinger from 5, and Devin Tittman twice from 1 and 1. Depth is a good recipe for success heading into the final stretch. Panther QB John Barnes comes in at number 6. On his home turf, he completed 15 of 21 passes for 195 yards, with touchdown throws to Alonzo Derrick, who rolls his way from 14 yards out, and 2 to Jermaine Wells, one from 15 yards out and the other from 19. Barnes has the second best QB rating in the SAC at 122.3 this year. The senior is averaging 149 yards a game with 14 touchdowns to just 1 interception. Another rival coming up with the Saints.
Here's Clark out of the gun. 2-step drop being pursued. Rolls to his right and dropped again. Getting in there, that was Theo Redmond.
When you watch Northside football, 2 players keep popping up, and the defensive duo of Theo Redmond and LaShawn Miller take number 5. Redmond had 7 tackles, with 2 sacks to go along with 4 tackles for a loss against the Archers. Linebacker LaShawn Miller led the team with 9.5 tackles and also had a sack with his 3 tackles for a loss. Northside is 3-4 on the season and tied for 6th place with Concordia. They'll travel to Zollner in week number 9.
Davis in the shotgun, takes the snap, keeps it himself, runs the option, hands it off to Drew, and Drew has some room, and he might go all the way, and he does. Touchdown, Amir Drew.
Concordia's Amir Drew is a constant threat for the Cadets and comes in at number 4. The junior ran 24 times for 135 yards with rushing touchdowns of 15 yards off the pitch, 4 yards the same way, then dragging defenders from 9 yards out. Drew ranks number 2 in the SAC with 736 rushing yards on the season, averaging 5.7 yards per carry. His 10 touchdowns is also second best in the conference. Homestead's Jared Kistler comes in at number 3 after putting together his best performance of the season, hauling in 5 catches for 185 yards. Check out this acrobatic 45-yard reception over the back of the Carroll defender.
Whoa. And did he catch that?
That's a catch.
My goodness, Jared Kistler.
He
Are
has
you
been
kidding me with that?
Special.
And Kistler puts on the Jets with this 72-yard touchdown. After 3 big weeks, Kistler now ranks number 2 in the SAC with 475 receiving yards while averaging a conference best 23.8 yards per reception. This is who Homestead quarterback Luke Goody is, completing 14 of 19 passes for 337 yards with 3 touchdowns. He does a great job eluding the rush to allow his receivers to get downfield. Goody now ranks number 2 in the state with 1,912 yards passing, about 600 yards below Kyle Adams from West Lafayette. Goody's last 3 games, he's thrown for 366 yards versus Snyder, 358 against Northside, and 337 against rival Carroll, where he also had a 41-yard punt that rolled out at the 3-yard line. Taking the top spot is Homestead athlete Jake Archibald. Last year as a quarterback, Archibald would take over games with his feet, and he did so Friday night at Carroll. The senior had 90 yards receiving, with touchdowns from 19 yards out and a 42-yard score. He also rushed 3 times for 63 yards, dicing up the Charger defense on this 44-yard jet sweep to the house.
Breaks a tackle, and there he goes. It's a foot race. Archibald down the sideline. He's gone, or is he? The official, and now he says touchdown.
What a run for Jake Archibald. Are you kidding me? He absolutely saw the hole and then did the rest. He is a tremendous athlete.
And he takes the pitch from 19 yards out for 6. Archibald also had 3 tackles. He ranks number 33 in the SAC with 27 tackles on the season and is tied for a conference best with 3 interceptions.
The Kelly Automotive Group would like to congratulate all the players that made this week's Summit City Sports Top 10 list. And good luck next week.
2 more weeks remain, and we have some good matchups. 4-3 Carroll will look to rebound at 3-4 Concordia. 4-3 Northrop also has a tough game on the road at 3-4 Northside. Southside travels to Lures in a battle of 1-6 teams. Wayne is in last place in the SAC, taking on first place Homestead. And it's one of the best rivalries in the state when Bishop Dwenger travels to Spooler to take on Snyder. We've got the games here on SummitCitySports.com.